Like many schools, St Genevieve's in Belfast has been doing all it can to reintegrate pupils after the pandemic. But for some, that's been a struggle. So this year, the school's introduced a safe space, the Haven, for students with special needs or social issues to find respite and a friendly ear. But such innovations cost money, and funding decisions have been on hold since the collapse in 2022 of Northern Ireland's devolved government.
We need improvements made to our building to make these adjustments. They don't happen overnight. If we don't have that funding, those children are at home waiting to come to a place that we have secured for them.
In London on Thursday, UK politicians approved the deal set to restore Northern Ireland's power-sharing executive and release more than $4 billion of funding for its public services. But at the same time, another strike was underway in Belfast, this time public transport workers trying to ensure their demands for pay rises are met.
Until then, the government release funds to give us our pay rise, which we're fully entitled to. Not just us, all public sector workers, then we'll continue on.
If you ask people about the real-world impact of the last nearly 2 years without a functioning government, almost all of them will say it's the health service. On almost every metric, especially waiting times, Northern Ireland's health service lags far behind the rest of the UK. Alan Stout is a family doctor and a senior figure in the British Medical Association here. He says his patients regularly endure agonising waits for hospital treatment.
Most of them are a year plus, certainly for routine or urgent. Red flags are slightly different, but some of our elderly patients, for example, who need joint replacements, they could wait 5-6 years to see a surgeon.
Long-term problems within Northern Ireland's public services have been worsened by this crippling bout of political deadlock. The politicians about to resume their duties know that to a large extent they'll be judged by how quickly they can start to put them right. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Belfast.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.